Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making a quick, easy and oh so delicious side dish from the southern USA. Fried green tomatoes. Now, green tomatoes, exactly as it sounds, they're unripe tomatoes. So there are some varieties of tomatoes that are naturally green and stay green. We don't want them. We want nice, hard, green tomatoes. We're just going to cut them into about 1 centimetre thick slices. We're going to douse them in buttermilk, a very southern ingredient. Crumb them with some cornmeal and seasoning and fry them, of course. So as they're sliced, straight into that buttermilk. It doesn't hurt if they sit in there for half an hour or so. I don't think it makes much difference. And this one's just on the turn. He's got a bit of a pink blush inside, but he'll still be quite sour, quite tart, which is what we want. That's the whole point. And do you know, I'm kind of ashamed to say it, it's guilty pleasures. It's like eating cold pizza the next day. I actually love these cold the next day. So I have my cornmeal in here with a little flour, and we're going to add some seasoning, some salt, some wonderfully smoky paprika, some garlic powder and onion powder. Now these are ingredients I wouldn't normally use, but they appear in so many recipes in the South, and I have to tell you, they're the reason these taste good the next day. Some cayenne, as much or as little as you like, a good dose of black pepper, and I think I already said salt. So in that goes, and we normally think of whisking for wet ingredients, but I find a whisk is often the best way to make sure dry ingredients are really well combined, and we do want that seasoning to be all the way through our cornmeal and flour. So we'll give that a good whisk, and then we're going to do a double crumb. Now I always get into a bit of a mess when I'm egg and bread crumbing or egg and cornmealing. So I think the trick is, at least to start with, one hand for the milk, one hand for the flour. So if that hand goes in there and we pop it in there, then we use this hand to crumb it. And that gives us the best chance that we're not going to crumb our fingers too much. So we'll pat that on and pop it over there. That hand in there, I have to say it out loud, otherwise I mess it up. In there, and then that hand, and so on. You don't need to see all of that. So there we go, there's our last one, and I've managed not to milk and crumb my fingers too much. Let's see how we go with the second round. So back in with that hand, back into the cornmeal, using that hand to pat it on. Shouldn't be that hard, should it? You do want to get a good firm coating, because that's what it's all about. The tartness of the tomatoes and that lovely crunchy cornmeal coating. Now you could do these half an hour or so ahead of time. I haven't done them more than that. I'm not sure if the crumb would start to go soft. So get them all done, put them aside maybe for half an hour, but don't leave them for too long before you fry them. And once you fry them, you're going to eat them while they're hot. Or the next day. Okay, now I don't want to deep fry, but I'm not pan frying, I'm shallow frying. So I've got a good centimetre or so of oil in there, which is about all these guys need. Carefully lowering them in. We just want to give them a few minutes each side until they're nice and dark golden and crisp. So look, they virtually are deep frying, but they do need to be turned. So after a minute or so, flipping them over, just to get that other side as golden. So there they are. Some are more golden than others, so we'll get them out first. Onto paper towel to drain. I guess first in, first out. And really, it's that simple. I think anything else is gilding the lily. They need a good sprinkle of salt, most definitely. I've thought about putting a wedge of lemon on the side, but those green tomatoes are quite tart. I don't think they need it. You can always pop a little parsley or something on the plate if you like a garnish, and dig in. And remember, leftovers are great, straight out of the fridge tomorrow morning. Enjoy your fried green tomatoes.